Welcome back, and if you're new here, my name is Allison, and this is Allie at the helm, where I do weekly cash stuffing videos to manage my household income, as well as meal planning videos and grocery haul videos to show what my husband and I spend our grocery budget on, and how we're able to actually save a lot of money on food by meal planning and grocery shopping just once a week. Today, I'm going to be doing an April budget with me / budget breakdown. And that being said, let's do this. So I use this notebook right now. I had it on hand when I started at the beginning of the year. And so I just wanted to make sure to use what I had on hand before I go get a new notebook or get a tablet or maybe go digital. So I have written out using a pen and a small ruler, just the grid here. And first I am going to write down the paydays for the month of April, as well as my filming schedule. So I typically release a video every Sunday and every Wednesday. Sundays are my cash stuffing videos, and Wednesdays are my meal plan grocery haul videos. Sometimes, like today is Friday for me, I will do bonus videos such as plan with me's, condensing my sinking funds, that sort of thing. But typically I release 2 videos a week, and then with extras thrown in at the beginning and the end of every month when I am planning for the new month and closing out the old month. So that being said, I am going to go ahead and add what I know. So what I know for April, my paydays and my husband's paydays, because he is now back at work from his seasonal time off during the winter. We both get paid on the same days, which will be the 7th and the 21st for us. So I'm just gonna write a little dollar sign to signify those are paydays. And then, like I said, every Sunday and typically every Wednesday, either every Wednesday or Thursday, I upload a meal plan and grocery shop video. So what I'll do, I'm just gonna write in cash stuffing videos on Sundays, and then I'm actually gonna leave the weekly meal plan and grocery haul empty for now, because I know that I think on Tuesday, the 5th, I'm gonna be doing a bill exchange because my binders are getting huge. And then I'll probably release my meal plan and grocery haul on this Thursday instead of Wednesday. So I'm not exactly sure how that's all gonna come out. So I'm just gonna put my weekly cash stuffings here really quick. So just be 1 second while I do that. All right, so now that we have those in and paydays in, I'm going to flip over and show you how we've started to break down our budget for April, and then we'll go over to sinking funds, and I will show you how we decided to break down our sinking funds this month. So now that my husband is going back to work, we are still going to be working with our base budget of $4,162. After subtracting my 2 paychecks, that comes out to be $1,048 per paycheck for him. So again, we're still working with that base budget, and then anything that is above and beyond what we consider our base budget will be overage, and then at the end of the month, we will reallocate that money towards whatever funds or sometimes we do debt that we would like. So I went ahead and did our normal, how we decide to break up our money. So first we start off with $4,162. Oops. And then our bills, we go by an average. And so our bills here are $1,412 for our mortgage, $60 for our city bill, which covers trash, sewer, and water, $111 for electric, $40 for gas for our furnace and water heater, $13 for Home Hero, and $55 for internet. Then we have AMC A-List, which is a membership through AMC Theaters where we get discounts on concessions, and then you also can see up to 3 movies per week. That is $48 for 2 memberships, so one for me and one for my husband. Cell phone is $221, gym $25, Hulu is $22, and Spotify is $11. And if we total them all up, that comes out to be $2,018. So we'll just subtract that, $2,018. That leaves us with $2,144 left over. And this doesn't change much. Next, we have our cash envelope. So groceries, date night, and gas. Every month we give ourselves $500 for groceries, $200 for date night, and $84 for gas. And that equals $784. And this is kind of how it's broken up per week. And anything left over in these 3 categories every week is put into that overage fund with any unexpected income. And then again, at the end of the month, we reevaluate what we had left in overage and we reallocate that towards whichever funds we'd like. Next we have, so if we take the $244 and subtract $784, it leaves us with $1,360. My husband and I decided at the very beginning of the year that we were going to be putting 15% of our base income towards debt. And the only debt that we have right now, other than our home mortgage, is some student loans. And so 15% of our total base income is $625. And so throughout the month, we will be putting this amount in each week, equaling to $625. And if we subtract that from the $1,360, it equals $735. So I'm just going to do that to show you. So $735. And so my husband and I had $735 to allocate towards our sinking funds. So we decided, based on where we're at with the balances of the sinking funds, how we would reallocate the money. All right, so that being said, we went ahead and decided to do nothing in clothing. We normally don't put anything into clothing unless there's something specific that we know we're going to need. And right now we're deciding to only stuff clothing with overage. So this month we will not be putting anything with our base income towards clothing. We are going to put $50 towards household. And the way that I do the figuring out what I do per week, I just take 50 and divide it by 225 and then divide that by 2. So I mean, I know it's $12.50. So I don't stuff change. So what I normally do is just try to make it as equal as possible. So I'll subtract, so if we divide that by 4, it's $12.50. So 50 minus 12, and I'll just put $12 in week 1, $12 in week 2. So that's $26. And if I divide that by 2, that's 13. So then I'll do 13. That way it just kind of breaks up. It's not 12, 12, 13, 13, and having the last 2 weeks of the month be more than the first 2. And so I'll just double check my work. 50. So that's kind of how we decide how we're going to allocate this. So I'm going to go through and put down and just do this each time. But for the rest of these, I'm just going to speed up my process and talk you through what I'll be putting in total, but then not walking you through how I do the division, unless it's like an equal. So for instance, for self-care, we decided to put $16 this month total towards self-care. If you take 16 divided by 4, that's 4. So then I just know I'm putting $4 aside each week into self-care. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, please leave them below in the comments and I will do my best to answer any questions that you have. So we decided to put nothing in my allowance or my husband's allowance. Again, if you've been around for a while, you know that my husband and I only stuff our allowance envelopes with our overage. So we will not be putting anything towards my envelope or my husband's envelope this month. Next is car insurance. We're putting $42 towards car insurance. Next is car maintenance. And if you were here last month, you know that my brake pads and rotors needed to be fixed on my car. And so that cost us nearly $500. And so we decided that over the next 2 months, we're going to pay back our car maintenance envelope. So with the total, dividing that by 2, that came out to be $245 that we were short. So if we take 245 times 2, so it was, I believe it was $489 that we were short in our car maintenance envelope. We like to have $2,000 in our car maintenance envelope. And so we just want to make sure over April and May, we paid ourselves back for the bill that we had to spend on brakes and rotors. So that's what our total was for brakes and rotors, and I believe an oil change as well. So we just divided that by 2, and we got this. So I'm going to go ahead and figure out what that breaks down to per week. All right, so this is how we broke it down: 61, 62, 61, 61, equaling 245. Next, we have pet care. We are putting $80 total this month towards pet care, which just breaks out to $20 per week. So I'm just going to do that really quick. All right, next is reduction in force, or RIF, and we are going to continue putting $200 towards that. And now that my husband is back to work, we are no longer going to be pulling from reduction in force for income. And so now we are just working to build that back up so that next winter, when he's on reduction in force, we can supplement his unemployment income with this fund. So if we take 200 divided by 4, it's 50. So each week we'll put $50 into reduction in force. Okay, so next is Christmas. And if you watched my recent cash stuffing video, you'll know that my husband and I are fully funded at $500 for Christmas. So we will not be putting anything towards Christmas today. Next is entertaining, and we decided to put $30 towards entertaining this month. Okay, next we have gifts, and we are adding $72 to gifts today for the month of April. And again, I'm just going to figure out what that breaks down to per week. Next is home remodel. This is a long-term goal of ours, so we won't be adding anything to home remodel or new car this month for April. So I'll just cross those both out really quick. Okay, next is special events. And you know, it looks like we decided not to put anything towards special events or vacation. So that is, should be the rest. I'm just gonna cross these out as well. And then we will total up everything and make sure that it equals what we had left over after debt. All right, so now if we remind ourselves, we had $735. And I'm just gonna subtract each of these, and we should have a $0 left over. All right, so I'll do that really quick. Okay, and so we do have a $0 base budget for the month of April. I'm just gonna transfer 735 here. And so yeah, that is how my husband and I allocate our money for April. We start with a base budget, which is the amount that we would have if my husband was on unemployment or reduction in force. And that way, no matter what, throughout the whole year, we'll have enough money for our bills, our cash envelopes, putting some towards debt, and also still saving money. And if you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this content and you're not already subscribed, I would love to have you subscribed. If you enjoyed the video, I would love to have you like the video as well. It really helps out my channel. And until next time, I hope you have a lovely day and happy budgeting, and I will see you later. Bye.